Before I start the video, just a quick and very welcome shout out to Kai Doll. It's the latest member to join the clan of honest robbers or robbers. Haven't decided what we're going to be officially called yet. I might do a poll on that in the future. He joins Clip Bomb and Ben Templar as the first 3 members to be honest robbers or robbers. Whatever they're going to be called. I don't know yet. Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video I'm going to show you a few different teams you can use for this faction assault in Indrajit's palace. Normally I would say go ahead and grab the potion of enchantment from the shop absolutely straight away, because all your allies do start enchanted at the start of each and every battle, which is really cool. But before you go spending your gems, make sure you don't already have one. Go to Indrajit's palace in the underworld, and if your horde level is on level 100 at least, you will get a potion of enchantment stored. The potions get stored now, so if you're anywhere near 100, like 97, 98, chuck in the extra few bits to get it up to level 100, and you'll have that potion of enchantment stored and forever, every single time you fight in this faction. Totally worth doing. So back to Indrajit's palace. So the way to do this is, I've done the first battle already to lock the team in, but you can just trot straight across if you want. 4 battles all the way to the end, really easy, straight line, can't get lost. If you want to go do a bit of exploring, you can look around the edges, get in the extra rooms as well, and that's going to increase the room treasure multiplier, but for the sake of the video I'm going to go straight across. Right, for the first team, this is my lazy man's team. If you want to be really lazy, you want to do next to nothing, just pick this team. Noisha's Skull creates 6 skulls, summons a Revenant, and then 3 the Great Worms. Create 2 skulls when my turn begins. You've got 3 of these things, that means 6 skulls per round. We're in Geomancer class even. All constructs start with 50% mana, but it doesn't really matter about that. All we're worried about here is having impact. Anti-magic sphere is handy, rock solid, super useful, gain a barrier when matching brown gems, and tree of knowledge and fortitude. Really simple. Let's just show this a couple of times. Team basically runs itself. This won't last forever, this team, depending upon your level, but all you got to do is get a match. Enemy has their go, we get lucky. Skull matches because of the amount of skulls we're creating, and bingo bango, job done. And the Great Worm is obviously going to get charged up at the same time as well, because everybody's enchanted. You can choose to cast your Noisha's Skull if you like. No harm in that. There's a match at the top. We get a barrier every single time we get a brown match, remember, so we're going to have barrier a lot of the time. You can even choose to pick that and get a barrier on purpose if you like. Let the enemy waste their turn, even if they hit you with a skull, because you're going to create more skulls the next turn. Nice and lazy, super easy. Here come the skulls, here comes the pain. Sometimes you'll win a game literally without doing anything. I've actually had that happen before, just got all the skull matches straight away. Super easy. Job done. For the second team, it's another really easy team to use. Going to have Rage Reaver and 3 times Ferocity. Rage Reaver was in the soulforge quite recently. I did recommend you grabbed it, so hopefully you did. What this weapon does, it deals magic-based splash damage to an enemy. So you're going to want to hit this on the 2nd or 3rd enemies if you can to maximize the damage. Then creates 4 red gems boosted by Taurus allies. Now we're going to have all Taurus in this team, so that is going to be the absolute maximum amount. That is going to charge up our Ferocities, who just go basically mental and just go around bashing everyone. We're in the Shaman class. This is the Taurus class. All Taurus allies start with 50% mana. And we'll have Ferocity, Leading Light, Root Trap, Blood and Glory, Armour of Light, Bloodthirsty, and Bowler General from the talents. And Ferocity does damage to an enemy and a random enemy boosted by my life, attack, and armour. If the enemy uses red, deal double damage. But the main thing about this, how this works really well, is it does double skull damage versus red enemies. We're not too worried about that. But give 4 to all skills on all Taurus allies when matching 4 or more gems. Gets wildly out of control really quickly. Because with 3 of these on the team, that means 12 attack to all Taurus allies, which is slightly insane. But let's do this one. The banner for this was the +2 red, +1 brown, -1 purple banner. So we're just looking for red. We get that. We start bashing people. The other one's charged already, and we had one spare as well. On the later levels, you will want to collect 4 matches to boost up the power of the team really quickly. Got a lot of fun, this team. Imagine the bulls just running around, just headbutting everyone, just smashing them everywhere, just going absolutely mental. See, when both of them get charged up, there's no need to actually cast the Rage Reaver. It's ready to go. Out of here. No escaping the bulls. It's a load of bull. It's nice red form. Oh, good old potion of explosion ruining things or whatever happened there. I do like to pick up the potions, but as it's been mentioned before, there you go. Look, there's the weapon charging up the whole team. Don't always look to get the potion of explosion on the second tier. You have to have it, and it's one thing I wouldn't mind them changing on this game. Pick up the extra tiers, of course, but the option to not activate the potion would be nice. It's not like, you know, if you're a real adventurer going into this dungeon and you found a potion, it's like, oh, I must drink it. I cannot help myself. I have to drink it every single time and activate it. It should be your choice whether you activate the potions or not. Like, I don't like to activate a potion of explosion. Obviously, you'd have to not start the game first. That'd be unfair to see the starting board and then decide whether you want to activate it or not. You decide before the game started, but 9 times out of 10, I think I'd generally choose not to have the potion of explosion. The amount of times you have a good start and it ruins that good start is unbelievable. So there's that team. That is really, really straightforward to use as well. For this third team, we are going to use King Chopper as the weapon. No jokes about nicknames given to me by previous girlfriends. I am far too sophisticated for that. Alistair removes all purple gems, gives armor to all allies boosted by gems, and gains a barrier at the same time. The reason why he is cool is because we have 2 times Tesla here. Deals scatter damage boosted by all ally and enemy armor. So by boosting up the power and giving armor to all allies, we increase the damage Tesla does, and because we're enchanted, they will get to cast pretty quickly. Because we're going to have the good old King Chopper there, explodes a load of red gems, don't care about the granting a status effect to Groznak allies. The summon may be useful, but the point is we're going to explode those red gems, get Alistair charged up, cast Tesla if we need to first. The early stages it may be quicker to have Tesla in front of Alistair because you may not need to boost up Tesla at first. But for the later levels, when you stop one-shotting the opponent with Tesla, bump Alistair ahead of Tesla, get casting Alistair on the team first, and that means you're going to give super extra damage to Tesla. We're going to be in the Sunspear class for this. A lot of things to like here. Create a firestorm at the start of every turn, freezing the opponent at the start while being immune to frozen, and entangling the opponent is really, really handy. The other ones are supplemental benefits, but they are certainly worth having rather than not having them. And the banner, +2 blue, +1 red, and -1 green. Let's jump in. So we're looking for 4 matches. We're looking for... I suppose we can get that. Didn't see any initial colours, but Tesla's ready. Kaboosh. Obviously this will be based on your magic level. The higher your magic level and general progress in the game, your Tesla will do more damage. You can chuck on extra medals as well to increase that damage output as well. Every little bit helps. If you are like, if your Tesla isn't doing a lot of damage, you can, like I say, change Alistair around into second place and make sure you cast that nice and quickly. There we go, I've got a lovely start straight away. Cast Tesla. Kaboosh! And the other Tesla would be ready real soon. If you need a boost, cast Alistair first. Next battle. That was not too bad an explosion. If you're like this, you've got more purple than brown or red on the board, whatever, you can actually go ahead and try and get the weapon charged up first. Just doing that now just for effect. There we go, we now explode all those red gems. Gets lots of charge for the team. Alistair was charged at the same time. You can check your boost before you cast it. As you can see, Tesla there, the boost is plus 197. If you're quick on maths, you can actually have a quick add up. You can just go like 30, 60, so that's 369. Yeah, it's going to be not enough. So you can go, Alistair, boost us up, mate. Job done. Boosted now 258. Enough to wipe out in one go. And of course the second Tesla would have been ready to go really soon as well, so you could have done that twice. And that, just on that, it's combined is over 500 the damage. See, there's a good old potion of explosion, or whatever it was, something spoiling my nice 4-match start. But I got a mana surge instead. Go Tesla. So there you go, because we didn't get the boost first, we ended up having a lingerer. Someone survived, but not for long. Boom shakalaka. And for the last team, we got another lazy but fun team to use. Going to use the Cobaltine wand and 3 times border. What this angry giant does, he goes around just nutting everyone and creating absolute tons of skulls. Creates 4 skulls boosted by blue allies. We're going to have all blue allies. This is going to be 16 skulls. That is a lot. That's more than Zul'Goth creates. And the Cobaltine wand explodes a load of red gems, grants a random status effect to all the Shantang allies, but we don't care about that because we just want to charge up the borders to go absolutely nuts. We're going to be in a Geomancer class for this because this is pretty handy. It's a nice mix of defense and attack. We start with 50% mana. We're going to inflict stun when enemies deal skull damage to us. We're going to get rock solid when we get a barrier, and enchanted when we collect green at the same time. And the weapon uses green. How handy is that? Now, another cool thing about this weapon as well is, and the reason why I chose it, or one of the reasons at least, is in the upgrade path, there's a couple of really cool things. Enchanting, which means when we cast this, it's going to start getting enchanted straight away anyway. And as well as that, we're going to silence the first enemy, which means they cannot collect mana or cast spells. And blessed as well. And it causes a random positive effect on myself, not to be confused with blessed as in the super cleanse, which is actually called blessed. They do need to choose different words for these things sometimes because it can be a little bit misleading. Right, let's dive in and do some baldy skull bashing. Well, that's ready straight away, but so is Balder. Let's get some nutty stuff going on with Balder. One for you, one for you. Let's charge up the team. Didn't generate a lot of mana that time, but we will. We will. 2 borders ready to go. This is going to be the end. Bash, bash, bash. Let's just cast the other one just for fun. How did they survive? There's some agile stuff going on there I didn't notice. Be gone! Next level. The bandit. So the Cobaltine wand is ready already, but so is border. Not too many skulls there first, so we can cast this, get the other borders on their way if we can. May as well get some 4 matches, get them borders. Now they're not going to survive. We've got a barrier if we missed with the borders, but we didn't. Cast another border, cast another border. You get the idea. Of course, you don't need 3 borders to run this. If you've only got 2, for example, it's still going to work really, really well. And what we are looking for, we'll have some of that. Hello. Multiple goes by the enemy. What's going on here then? Our revenge will be bad. We can take that first if we want. Get rid of them. Loads of skulls coming. Extra turns. Lots of death. Done. Do love border. Last one. And as ever, if you enjoyed the teams, found anything useful or helpful, be really cool if you hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. And memberships are now available too. From the lowest price that YouTube would let me have them for. It's a bargain. It's a deal. It's the steal. It's the sale of the century. As a film said once. I did exclude a expletive there. Classic British gangster film. What? A border didn't finish them off. But the last border's charged now, so surely cannot miss. So there it is, yep. There's the video on my teams for this event. As I say, if you enjoyed it, hit that like and subscribe button. It really does help. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.